This is a segment that is all for my fellow starseeds, light workers, sensitives, healers, empaths. Get into my happy place and channel one of the archangels. We are going to pull a feather from the feather jar and let's see what the energies want us to know. We are talking about the psychic realm. Color is yet another tool that can help us. This is really all about going beyond the predictiveness of readings. Hello all, Stacey the Black Feather Intuitive, and welcome to Playing with the Universe. Uplevel your co-creation. 2025 is bringing in the fire fast, so I'm here to help us all focus our energies to upleveling our manifesting game. It is time to make use of this energy that is here for us. We now know the game, and we've seen behind the curtain, so there are no excuses to creating and living a life that we choose. Let's get to it. If you like what you see here, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It really helps to get the guidance out there, and feel free to share this video with anyone you feel could benefit from this type of support. So this week, let's create artistic flow. What does artistic flow mean for you? And take a moment now to connect with the energy of that artistic flow in your body. Where are you feeling it? And for those of you who are going to say, I don't have an artistic bone in my body, I'm going to call BS on that, because we all do. Just notice when you say those words where you feel it in the body. And where in your life would you like to have more of that artistic flow? Where do you feel it could benefit you the most? Is there anyone in your life that you would really enjoy experiencing that artistic flow with? And it doesn't have to be in the obvious ways. We're not talking about necessarily you becoming the painter or the potterer. This is the artistic flow that can help you in every area of your life. Being artistic in your relationships, being artistic within your community, being artistic about your work production. And if you could attach an emotion or a sensation to the topic of artistic flow, what would it be? And don't be surprised if you are someone that, feels a bit uncomfortable around it. I know as a child, I made in shop class, I'm giving away my age now, but in shop class, I made this paintbrush notebook for my mother, and my mother made fun of it when she received it. And she wasn't intending necessarily to shut me down. She was just a little unaware. But it gave me the impression that I did not have artistic ability, and it shut me down for a long time. So you might be feeling an uncomfortability around that in your body. So don't judge it, just notice it. And with that emotion or sensation that you've attached to the topic, when was the last time that you experienced that? When was the last time you felt that? Because in our visualization today, you're going to want to either transmute that, change it up, or you're going to want to go into a space and a place where you can magnify it, you can magnetize it, you can expand it. All right, let's connect and experience with this sensation. close your eyes and connect with your breath. And visualize yourself in the center of a beautiful meadow. And this meadow has every color you could possibly imagine. It could take you days to identify each of the shades of all of the colors that are there. And I want you to, in your mind's eye or using your imagination or just knowing that you're doing it, I want you to create a bouquet. And this bouquet is going to be unique to you. And it's a bouquet that you are creating for the artist within you. And so take some time to walk around the meadow. There's every kind of flower and weed and everything in between. And go with your first instinct, your first intuition on the flowers. And remember that this is a gift to the artist within. And you might choose a smaller bouquet that you're creating. You might make a couple of different ones because you like the different varieties of flowers. You may choose to create one giant bouquet with all sorts of different colors and flowers and all the accoutrements. What do you think your artist would enjoy? And gather it all up. And I'm going to hand you a beautiful satin ribbon. And you get to choose the color. And you're going to tie this beautiful satin ribbon around this bouquet. And this ribbon comes with a little note card, and I want you to write a little note to your artist. Just a few words, maybe expressing how you'd like to connect with your artist, maybe words of gratitude, maybe an invitation to connect uniquely in the coming days and weeks. And now visualize or imagine or just know that you are going deep into your soul space. And this is where your artist resides. And you're knocking on the door and you're presenting this bouquet. And notice what joy it brings to your artist when they open up that door and they receive your lovely gift of color. Their joy becomes your joy. Feel into that energy. And maybe you even give your inner artist a big hug. And so now you're both in each other's energies. And it's elevating all of those feelings and emotions. Okay, now really soak in all of that feeling. And I want you to store it in your heart space. And you make plans to connect with your inner artist. It's a date. And you close the door behind you, and now you can come back into the room. Oh, I love this one. I got chills. My arm hairs were standing up. So here is our challenge, a way to play with the universe throughout the week to see where and how it shows up in your world. Sometimes we feel really stuck. I know that for me, I've run into situations in the past where I'm a super highly creative being, and no matter what I do, it's like there's zero flow. Whenever this happens, it's important that I acknowledge that maybe I need a little bit of a break. Maybe my body needs to recharge a little bit before I get into that flow space. But once I give myself that break and that space, I like to connect with an activity that challenges me in a way that I am not necessarily comfortable with. For example, I happen to have some OCD issues when it comes to putting my hand in things. I don't like to get my hands messy and dirty, and it just kind of creeps me out. So when I need to challenge myself and I'm really wanting to open to that creative flow, I do finger painting. Or I will cook a recipe that requires me to have to put my hands into something that I need to mix up. It may sound crazy, but it works like a charm because I'm faced with the blocks to my creativity. And it gives me an opportunity to make the choice to move beyond those blocks. So this week, I encourage you to do some finger painting or find an activity that causes you a bit of discomfort at the idea. And this is not about doing something that is causing you harm or is going to be a trigger point for you, of course, but it is where you're doing something that is physically getting your hands into something tangible. This opens up that artistic flow. And for those of you who don't think that you're very artistic at all, you absolutely are. And even if you just put pen to paper and you do scribbles to music that you're listening to, that is going to activate your flow. So go and flow. Our affirmation for this week is a really simple one. I want you to put your one hand on the heart, one hand on the soul space. Breathe this in. Creative energy flows through me effortlessly. I'm going to say it 2 more times and you just breathe that in. Creative energy flows through me effortlessly. And 1 more time. Creative energy flows through me effortlessly. Feel free to keep me updated here in the comments on your game this week. And remember to always add a dash of joy and playfulness to each of these experiences. But that's our co-creation for this week. As with meditation, where 2 or more are gathered in energetic communion for a common goal, the effect is multiplied exponentially. We are all in this together, and that is our commonality. Now go play. Transform well. This is a segment that is all for my fellow starseeds, light workers, sensitives, healers, empaths. Get into my happy place and channel one of the archangels. We are going to pull a feather from the feather jar and let's see what the energies want us to know. We are talking about the psychic realm. Color is yet another tool that can help us. This is really all about going beyond the predictiveness of readings